everybody, welcome back to my channel. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so in today's video, we are going to talk all about the Out of the Darkness Walk. The Out of the Darkness walks are the walk that is put on by the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention. They call them the Out of the Darkness walks. Many different walks like this have a different name for their walk versus, what the foundation or the supporter is. So the Out of the Darkness walks are, the suicide prevention walk, which is probably what I will refer to it throughout this video. I have linked the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention and the Out of the Darkness walks down below. In 2018, I actually came across these walks as I was looking for more walks to do kind of in my local area and signed up for the walk in 2018. Unfortunately, 2018 rolled around and I don't remember why, but for some reason we were unable to do it in 2018. But I made sure in 2019 that we signed up, and Bali, my daughter, and I walked in the Out of the Darkness walk in a local town. It wasn't actually done in the closer towns to us. We had a good time. The opening ceremony was very emotional, and there was a great group of supporters, and we walked in the walk. I have a bit of a close story with suicide and suicide prevention, being the fact that as a visually impaired person and my visually impaired community, many people suffer from mental health issues and may have attempted or talked about suicide. But also a high school friend of mine, after I graduated and after he graduated a year later, ended up taking his own life. And where I'm not going to get into his story, it definitely kind of brought things to the front, and I wish I would have been there and wish I would have been able to see him more than I did. But I just like to bring awareness that there are different things out there than suicide. And so again, I like to walk in walks that I feel like I have a close connection with. So when 2020 rolled around, of course the pandemic hit, and the walk was not going on. And so in 2021, again, the walk was actually not going on in my local area. It was going on in some of the bigger towns, and I wanted to walk in it so bad. I was wanting to get back into walking in, charity walks and all of that, but the timing and getting a ride just did not happen. I am hoping in 2022 to walk in it, although it is again in the bigger towns near me, but actually not in the closest town near me. So we will see. It is scheduled for either late September or early October, depending on which one I do. But before I even get into starting about if I'm going to walk, I just want to talk a little bit more about the different ways you can walk in the suicide prevention walk. So typically in the suicide prevention walk, there are two different types of walks you can do. There are campus walks that are done around your local college campus. There was one of these actually in April that I totally didn't realize was there, but it's okay. And then there are the community walks, which is what I have participated in. In this box, you can search what walk, city or area you want to look in, and it will just list down all of the local walks. They do add more as time goes around, and they kind of shuffle things around, so just be aware that if you don't see the town you might want to walk in, keep checking back. It might end up showing up. Um, but it talks about the dates and where it's located, and you can go into the actual page to be able to walk. Typically, you start up a team, even if you're just an individual, you just name your team and you show up and you walk. There's different incentive programs, like if you um, fundraise so much money, you get a t-shirt. In my experience going to the one we did, they had beads for different colors, and I hang those on my wall above me. But they had beads that represent different things in regards to suicide and suicide prevention and mental health. So it's just a fun, interactive walk. And it's one of those walks that I feel has a lot of emotion behind it when you're there. And so it's not uncommon to see people crying or hugging or things like that, because it is, a little bit more of a sensitive subject, I feel, than some of the other walks that we do. Again, I am hoping to walk it in 2022. I might end up doing this where I sign up for a walk in one of the local towns and then not end up walking it that way, but end up walking it virtually, which might be kind of fun. I'm not sure yet, but I will link my team page down below if for some reason you're interested in helping us out and donating to our team. Of course, none of that is required. I don't want any of my subscribers or followers to think that they have to support me like that. Um, but if you're not following us on Facebook, make sure you're following us at Life as a Guide Dog Team, because if we do end up walking in person, we will definitely be showing pictures, and I might end up documenting our walk later on in the year, but I'm not really sure. So just keep checking back in and following us on Facebook and on YouTube, and we will check back in with you in our next video. Exciting news, everybody. It is May 8th, and today I was going through my video ready to put in the description and any tags, and I just thought I would check one last time before this video went live to see if any new walks for the Out of the Darkness walks had been scheduled. And guess what? Another walk that is closer to me and at a better time for me has been scheduled. So I am now signed up for the Out of the Darkness walk, scheduled for October 8th. And down below is linked my team page if you are a local viewer and want to join us, or if you just want to donate to us. No pressure there, but our link is down below in the description box. So watch out for a video talking all about that charity walk, and make sure you're following us on Facebook to catch up with those updates.